Hello YouTube, I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and on this channel we answer publicly posted questions from YouTube users, getting folks the answers they need from an employment attorney. I must tell you, I almost forgot. How could I? Like, subscribe, and comment down below. It helps me to help more people just like you. Why am I so annoying? I don't know. I was born this way. It's a problem. Holds me back. We have a question here from YouTube user Cookie2089 who asked us, is there a good reason for my attorney not to give me an idea of what my case may be worth? I was told they don't want to misspeak and usually have a roundtable with the team before discussing or disclosing. We reached the point of sending a demand letter and received the rebuttal. I would think that would be enough time for evaluation. Thanks for your help. Yeah, generally, if you're already... So you're saying you received the employer's rebuttal. Generally speaking, you would have received the employer's position statement and the rebuttal would be yours. You'd be drafting that. At the point where your attorneys are drafting a rebuttal for you or submitting one, I agree with you. There certainly should have been a damages calculation. Now, I agree with the sense that there should be a roundtable. The team should discuss it. That makes sense. I actually favor the tactic of each member of the team presenting their thoughts, right? I have a lot of thoughts about valuation, and some of the attorneys here will say, Vince's thoughts about valuation are the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Vince is an insane person who's too aggressive and pushes too far, and he's well-meaning but ridiculous. And I say to that, well, you're absolutely wrong, but the client has every right to hear that from you. So tell the client that, and the client can confront me with that, and we can have a process by which the client arrives at what she or he believes is the right demand for themselves, right? So I do agree with that. I agree with being around table. I agree with getting multiple sets of advice from different attorneys. The demand letter is out. You've got to be working on valuation, right? Because the other side comes and says, well, what do you want? There's got to be an answer there, right? You can't really be scrambling. Oh, I don't know, right? I mean, as the attorney, it makes perfect sense if the other side comes and says, what do you want? You say, okay, I'm gonna have a call with my client. I'll be in touch shortly. But that shortly, it's like 48 hours. You gotta keep this moving, right? We're not in the business of getting the other side to say, whoa, let's talk about giving you some money, and then icing them. That's not a use. It's not a good use of anyone's time. It's also not really that good for your client, right? Your client might need money. That happens in this field. There's people who just need money to live on, right? And they got a case going, and they might say to themselves, well, sure, I guess it'd be cool if I get a lot of money, but I need money really bad today. And sometimes those clients will say, take what you can get me today, right? So I agree with you. There should probably be evaluation by this point, unless there's something going on, right? If there's a lot of moving pieces, if things are rapidly changing, if you're mitigating, not mitigating, if you're not keeping a mitigation journal, we have a lot of stuff here in the that I'm mentioning that we discussed further in the damage calculations playlist. If sometimes the employer's trying to do a funding round, sometimes they're doing an IPO and it's not that close yet, so you want to wait for that moment to strike when your employer is going to be really exposed and over a barrel. If you push the case then, right, they're going to have to pay you perhaps a premium, or listen, there's times when certain employers are going to be in the media, or like if you're suing a reality TV star, they're about to launch their season, right, or they're about to renew their contract, right? There's so many reasons why evaluation might be put off, but generally I agree with you. It sounds like it's time to get that valuation done, right? Part of this game is knowing what you want. Obviously, you want as much as you can get. Generally, that's what most people want. Not everyone. But you need to know the goal to have a plan, right? I mean, it's that simple. You need to know where you're going. before you can figure out how to get there. So I agree with you. Yeah, I do think you should probably have a valuation conversation very quickly. Toot sweet. Let's make it happen. It's time. I hope this helps. If it does, like, subscribe, comment down below. Helps me to help more people just like you. Take care, everybody.